Welcome back. We're in my back room that we never go into. April usually sits out here. I'm going to show you guys my project. Let's see what we do here. I'm going to sit down. Let's see. So I need to use my tape measure. I had a couple faults. This. So just get it to roll inside of here. So that's what my plan is. And I really, should have brought those wheels. Probably figure it out. So we want that to sit there and there. So we want to make a cut. Yeah, so we want to make a cut right around this white line. You want it to be strong. Want it to be strong. You know what I really need it, I don't have. Yeah, I don't feel like going back to work again. I might as well just live there. Now remember, the goal was to make this thing not really heavy. So that's going to be... So that kind of locks it in. So I'm using the wheels to use that as a track. And if I have to, I probably could cut. Yeah, it's not really ideal. This is more ideal. So that'll try and keep it in there. It shouldn't pop out. I got a belt drive system for it. And we're going to want wheels right there. So I'm thinking, this is just me thinking, is that 30, somewhere around 30. I could change that. So we want the other rollers back here. And then I'm going to have it idler on that section there. What?
You went to the door and then you ran away.
The cat?
Yeah.
So let's call it 30 inches. Yes. So we kind of want a 30 overall. I'm going to say 4 inches of the bucket. Because then that starts dropping it in the mat up there. So let's go 4 and 4. That's what we're going to do. 4 and 4. And if I screw it up, I screw it up. That's the way things go. So we're going to make multiple lines around this because we're going to put a tape line all the way around it. 4 inches. 4. I wonder if the lows. Ooh, how about that? It looks like their line was pretty close on what it is, but then it's crooked on this other side. So thank God for using the tape measure. Because I was going to trust the old Lowe's sticker on here, but then again, now I'm not going to trust it. 4. It doesn't have to be perfect. It should be close enough. 4. And then I could put tape all the way around it. April's going to take a shower. So like I said, 4 inches, and then we're going to cut this. Put tape on it, a jigsaw, and we're going to cut this sewn bead. One sewn. That I saw another guy where he used a axle out of all thread. I don't really want anything in the center of this because we don't classify. We just toss material in. So now I'm going to show you what I'm building to classify all this. Hopefully their plastic molds are decent because it's not a mess. I'm going to use paint torch tape, and then I'm going to use a jigsaw. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be these things are pissing me off. So they're going to be the first things I remove. Because right now they're getting in my way every step of the way of this. That is going to be the next thing you off. 100%. I'm going to get these. These are annoying me. Probably use them for something. For what? I don't know. I'm surprised my cat's not out here because he loves being out here and he gets yelled at all the time. But all he does is ruin April's 4th season tree. Sit down and tape this other one. The problem with purchasing a already trommel that was already made was, for me, it's a 6-inch trommel. That means whatever material you throw in there, you really have to classify down. And what I mean by classify down, am I doing that? Oh, I am doing it. I'm on the wrong side of the tape. So that the size of the rocks that you stick in your machine here, 6 inches is going to beat the crap out of it. And we're not looking to classify. It just wastes too much time. So I said, I want to build something, and this totally might not even work. Like this may totally just suck, to be honest with you. But I'm the king of building shit that works. Or fixing things that don't work. And then here we go. This tape over here. Painter's tape is good, and then it's bad. That should do it. So now we're going to take a jigsaw and we're going to cut along the line. I can already tell it's not perfectly straight. You can see right there that she's off. And that's going to bother me because that's the kind of person I am. Anything was better than what I just saw there. things like that. Much better. Measure 10 times, cut once. Measure 10 times, cut once. You stay there? You're not. You're not gonna stay there, are you? Tape measure. That's kind of what I'm looking for. And then we want probably going to be 20. Screw it. We're going to put mesh all the way across it. So we're going to go 29 inches. Let's go 29 and a half. So we need 29 and a half inches. I'm going to write this on the discarded part. 29 and a half inches. Screen. Like that? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the screen all the way up in here, which will give it more stability. And then I'm going to screw it all in. I have 29 and a half inches long here. Oh. Negative. I do on this one. So the outer one's going to be reinforcement. Yep. So I gotta cut this. I guess we're gonna make it 29. Can we make it 29? I'm really running out of room here. Because I need the roller, remember. Yeah, we could split the difference. So it's 30. 30? Actually, I could. Oh. I might be able to just press 30 inches. Let's see what we get. Alright. Jigsawish. Getting jiggy with it. I'm going to make a mess out here. Oh, look at this rocking chair. How about that? That's a little off. And then you can repurpose this for something else. I may use that for reinforcements on something else. move this out of the way. I might have to run to the shop. I actually planned on getting more of this done today. Let's see what we get. These materials I couldn't find at Home Depot or Lowe's. Home Depot and Lowe's is basically, I don't know. I get it, people don't do this kind of stuff anymore, so why would they stock this stuff? But we did order upholstery stuff, if anyone wants to know. We did. And the reason I chose this configuration of wire is because it was long. It's 1/2 inch by 1 inch long instead of 1 inch square. This will carry out the bigger rocks. And like I said, I'm also going to put a coil spring inside of this. A big automotive coil spring is my thoughts. So this is kind of already rolled. Woo! So we're going to have to unroll it. I've never done this before, so. Meaning I've never built this contraption. So, this is how it's going to be. I might have to screw it in. I want to get it laid up first. Yeah, let's get this rolled out. And then you can overlay it just a little bit. Remember, we're not trying to make it really heavy. And then once you find your square, which we're going to do next, and this wasn't cheap. This was probably almost as much as the barrel that I destroyed that I should have kept because I could have reused it. If anybody really wants to know. And this is heavy duty wire. So we're going to go on the opposite side. Remember, 30 inches is our overall. So I don't know how much of an overlap I really want to do. Let's get it there for simplicity. I'm going to cut this all just using side cutters. If you can get a shape today, that would be fantastic. Now with the price of gold still on the rise, We're hoping to find the big one. We're not finding the big one in South Jersey. All the gold I found right now, probably, actually give myself a little bit more credit than that. I think we have about 1/4 of an ounce of natural gold found. That's what I think. So this is going to be the inside. And this, I'll either bail it or bolt it. I haven't figured that out. I'll probably bail it. So basically it's a cage. And then this piece here, ow, you son of a bitch, will be the outer part. So the larger screen will take care of, let's get this open. The larger screen will help classify material and carry it out. It'll tumble out. And then the other material that's smaller, let me show you the difference here. The littler stuff will fall. Oh, this has got good baling wire. I probably could use this instead of trying to figure something else out. Probably should have gloves on. I've already hurt myself. That's just another day. Another day of what I do here. Alright, so we're going to probably use this for baling wire. They could use it. I could use it. So what am I going to do? Fish it through? Make my life miserable? Yep. I sure did. Toss that to the side. How many times did they do it? Enough? And if this works, I could just throw material in here. It could shoot out the back. And then we could have a cons check. Because remember, the stuff that we're getting is so small, it ain't even worth really getting. So let's get the inner one bolted in. So let me get some stuff here. We know we want 30 inches overall. 30 inches. Tape measure. What is this? It still should work. Still should work. It's not going to work quite as well as I want. Unless I shrink it. I don't really want to shrink it. To be honest with anyone here, I don't want to do that. Alright, so we're going to go 30. And let's see if we can make that happen. I looked at this and I said, damn, it's going to be a little short, so I might have to just roll it the other way. I might have to turn it and roll it the other way. But I think I can make that work. So let's get a drill. And we want to be on this cage line here. So let's just mark this so the old guy knows where he's headed. And then here, double checking our work, double check your measurements. It's not quite 30, but I'm okay with that. So we could probably go half of that. Let's go, is that 30 down there? check our measurements. Why did you move so much? Where did you go? Where'd you go, Javier? That's 30 and you're on this line here, so let's see what that gets us. I might have to put a tape line on it. Alright, let's get some screws up in there. We're going to screw up April's screw gun. Where's the washers? Yeah, kind of sucks back here for the lighting, but it'll work. All right. Okay. Not sure how many that I want in here, but we can always start by doing something, right? Let's measure this. We're going to say at the 3-inch mark. Does that get us into another bale of wire, or is that in? Well, let's just freestyle one. Harbor Freight. So we're using 1/4-inch hardware, 1/4 20. We don't really need anything super special. We just need a drill bit that is going to give us a hole. I'm not measuring anything here, so I really don't care. But we're going to say that that's not 1/4 inch. Is this thing labeled? Of course it's labeled that you can't see anything, right? Quarter. So the first one I grabbed, how about that? I didn't even have to check. It's 1/4 inch. Old Black & Decker. Alright, we're going to pop a hole in this. We're going to say right in there. And we're going to start mounting some hardware. So I did, I left, I needed the washer for my car. I don't know if it's actually the washer I need, but I got it. Mark the wire, and then we're going to put another washer on this. We're just going to try and get a baseline on this. And I guess to make it strong is what I'm thinking. I always go back and massage it. Massage. Stick to, you can slide it around on here. That's what I want to do. So we're going to try and stick with, well, let's do this. If I butt it right up against the wire, let's try that. Always come back and fart around with it. You don't really need it to be perfectly true. It just needs to be true enough to not roll off of anything. You want it to shake a little bit, like the shaker table. It's got the cleaning actions. I lost my washer. In it for now, and then I will screw around with it later. Yeah, that's 100% what I'll do. you really do that? You dumb astronaut. You did. You need to be over one more. You need to be over one more, and you farted that up. That's okay. You're allowed to fart things up. Did you know that? You're allowed to make mistakes. I could just fill that with some epoxy or something like that. It's okay. Remember, you're allowed to make mistakes unless you're at work, and nobody wants you to have mistakes. So we're going to go, and this one here is what I believe is going to get us where we want to be. Let's just make sure of that. Right there. It's okay to make mistakes. Made a lot of mistakes in my life. Oh, so back to what I was saying. I lost my train of thought about the 6-inch trommels that they had. They're very small and they're expensive. So they really don't fit the needs of what we're trying to do here. In an area that's full of nuggets, probably would be the bomb. We're not in an area full of nuggets. Can you help me, please? Can you just give me a little bit of help? Can you do it, Aunt? So if we were in an area that was very gold bearing, I'd probably buy a serious toe behind trommel, but we're really not in that area. My goals in life at some point in time is to possibly maybe be able to move to a gold bearing area. Not just a little stink bomb, little pieces of gold that we're getting. I screwed up again, but that's okay. I don't think I'm going to have enough washers to do this job. They were very slim pickings on hardware that I wanted to use over at Lowe's. Don't hate me, Home Depot. Lowe's was closer. And I've been itching to work on this. April will tell you. That washer almost covers that hole too. Damn, it looks good. Should put just another one in here, just for she's and geese. Then am I going to have enough washers to do the other side? Probably not. So let's just get what we can get right here. That looks pretty darn good. Needs to be spread out a little bit more. I'm not going to cut the mustard for me. Why are you... Oh, because they're bolted in two spots. There, jag hole. I have enough. There we go. I have enough to get her where she needs to be. Probably gonna have to put some more washers in it. Gonna have to do that. That's the way it's gonna be. That's the way it's gonna be, SA. No free burritos here. Let's go there. pull it in. No free burritos up in here. Alright. Schwanky clanky. Don't want gaps in anything. Looks pretty good. Probably gonna have to put one here to pull it up. Ah, she's gonna need quite a bit more screws. So that pulls up really nice. And this one doesn't. So let's tighten this up. Looks like it will go though. Let's see. That does look pretty darn good. Why don't you slide back? Are you bottomed out? You don't look like you're bottomed out. I'm gonna try and keep the natural shape. Keep her shape. Yeah, it's definitely. Who is the culprit here? Is it that? Oh, I see. I need a little bit more out of both of them. So, do we want to just bend? Or we just want to bend? Bend or move? What do you want to do? That's money right there. Let's pop a screw in there. Let's pop a smurf in it. Let's pop a cap in it. Pop a cap in it. Cap. Shang Nabbits. Let's see if I have any more washers. I do. Let's see if there's any more. Whew. I definitely didn't get enough washers. No.
Did you return some?
Yeah, well, I wanted ones that had a little bit more surface. Yeah, I don't have enough washers. That's okay. That's okay. It's quite alright. I've got plenty of screws and nuts. Let's see if we can't just get a basic shape. That's what happens when engineer on the fly. That definitely needs to be modified. So how do we want to modify it? We want to go maybe on the other side of that. Let's see what we get here. Take these off. Maybe be on the other side of this Somme B. So do we want to bend the screenage? So trying to make it tight is what our goal is.
I don't hear you bitching yet, so I guess everything's coming together.
Yeah, you're funny.
Well, either throwing stuff or
Oh, I'm usually freaking out.
or putting stuff down quietly or yeah.
April said you're usually freaking out by now, so she's guessing it's all going well. I'm like, yeah, not really.
Oh, you're still YouTubing?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why you're not freaking out.
Oh, I'll freak out on camera. I will totally lose my shit. I definitely have no problems doing that on camera. No. This is pissing me off already. It's you right here torturing me already. Yep. Right there is the... I want to be on the other side of you. And you're just not letting me have it. You're not letting me have it. So, thank God that I can fabricate. We're so damn close. We just need to be one spinker over. Without messing it up. Can we do that? It never fails when you go to make something. It just ain't gonna fucking cooperate. We're close. We're so close. So what I think I want to do is try to hook this. My option one is to put more screws in it than I want to. Balls.
Did he come back here?
No, he hasn't come out here yet.
He was in the front window, but I just shut them, so he'll be out here.
Tell him he's welcome. He's welcome to cometh. Cometh to the fun zone.
Are you hot?
Yeah.
You want the fan on?
No. Negative.
Okay, I'm going upstairs.
You're ready?
You want the TV on?
No.
You want to watch YouTube?
No. Because I'm in deep thought. Deep thought of how do they put one screw in my way. But I'm going to fix you right now. I'm going to fix you. I'm going to fix you. Ah, you dirty bird. I just need to bend you. I just need to bend you. We're going to bend you. We're going to bend you. And we're going to get bent right here. That's what the boss was talking about. So what we had to do was modify. That's what the doctor was calling for. Modification.
Are you scared of what he's doing back there? He's running.
He's running?
Yeah. I don't even want to use treats.
No? That'd be fine.
So you start.
There we go. So this one's got to be. This has got to be bent too. Well, it is what it is. That's the way things go when you're making shit. When you're making shit, man. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get any further tonight. I just don't have enough hardware. Really? You want to be a little bit more benty? The metal manipulator. My name is Tone Magneto. Okay, so what my goal sort of kind of was is to get the cage pulled all the way up tight. And I think I have it good enough for now before I go and tighten everything. Then I could true it. And then I want to bail. I'm going to bail this together. Probably should, if everything is exactly the way it's supposed to be, probably not going to work with that. So just for time sakes here, we're going to do this. We're going to bail. Right, I'm saying it's going to be somewhere in there. So we're going to bail these two together here. And then I'm going to tie it. And then I can come back and forth with it. And this is not the correct thing to be doing this with because it's not getting it tight. These aren't actually what it should be. We're saying somewhere in that area. Probably somewhere right there. I want a little bit tighter. Yeah. So that'll just get me started. Do another section somewhere in the middle just to get us going. I hope you guys can see all this. I might have to zoom in a little bit better. This is my first time doing this, so you're learning as I'm learning. For the next guy who wants to do something like this. I should just go get the right tools to do this because I have them, but I don't feel like getting up and doing anything. Poke myself again. So like I said, I'm just doing this to give it just a basic shape. I hope I don't poke myself anymore with the baling wire from when they started, and then I'd have to go back and bail the rest of this in, which is completely fine. So the next part of what we're going to do here is we made, where's our mark? Didn't we, Jethro? We did. So now, oh, how about that? Yes, it's. I think it's bailed. It's bailed very well. It is bailed very well. It's bailed so well that I have a piece in my way now. So we're gonna just tuck that inside until we are done with this section. This is all for the love of gold prospecting and spending time with people digging for gold. So where are we, dude? Tell me my marker washed off and I'm gonna be losing my Okay, we're good. We're looking good there. So my cut really wasn't that groovy on this, but I'm okay with that. So let's just measure again. We said 30. What happened here? 29. What? Whoa. Correct. Did we say 30 inches overall? We did. So we're about 30. The light is so horrible in here. I think we're looking pretty darn good. I can always push it around. So, do we want to start on this side? I want to be somewhere in the middle of this ring somewhere in there. Yeah, I want to be like somewhere in there. This is what we're looking for. Get that nice and tight inside of there. So can I wedge it with something to get us tight? That's what I want to do. I'm going to wedge it with this. And we're going to take a measurement. 30. And 30. Really can't see a fargan thing here. The lab has poor lighting, everyone. Middle of that 30, we should be good. So it technically needs to be up a smidgen. Is my measurements right? Like I said, I can still manipulate this, so yeah, we're gonna stick with that. We're gonna stick with that. We're gonna put a hole right there. And like I said, I can still slide it around. Ooh, do I want to do that? I want to do it there. I want to do it there. Gets me started at least. Let's That was my measurement. That's my measurement. I'm going to stick with that. I don't care that I have to put extra screws in things. It doesn't bother me. Right, because it's kind of what I wound up doing there anyway. And if I have to, get in the hole. Party's gonna be over here soon because I ain't got enough washers. Damn. Sam, damn it. But at least I can tell you the basic shit. Down, which is fine. Like I said, we can push it around. It's got adjustability. It's adjustable. And now you can see that this side is not 30. So then we're going to do that on the opposite side. Of course it doesn't want to stay up. That should be pretty darn close. We gotta stretch her out to 30, and that's right where we want to be. So that's right in that line there. We can do, doesn't really matter. Let's mark it. So we're saying we want to be in this channel for the next screw at 30, and then we'll make an adjustment. I don't have any more screws or nuts, I don't think. Any more washers either. Yeah, so that's right there. That gives me adjustability in this hole right here. So that's what we're going to do next. Pop a hole in that. We're going to put the last screw. I wish I had another washer. Then it wouldn't be so bad. I can put a nut on it and then give you guys a taste. I did buy extra nuts. And I bought all their washers. The mad scientist. Oh, do I have one more washer? I do. Yes. Alright, so now I feel better. Maybe I can give you a little visual here. That's what, so we're using the roller's edge for 30. And since I don't have anything else, this is what we got, yo. And I'll finish it, and I'll have to get some more stuff. So like that, and then this will be sitting on other rollers and rolling like that. That's exactly how it's going to go. If you want the idea of that. And then the cons will come out here, and we could stick them in another bucket where we have something else. And then the next cage, which is going to be the finer piece, is going to go around this so that all the bigger stuff, like I said, I'm going to put a coil of something in there. So I hope you guys are all here. Please like, share, and subscribe. The goal was to make it lightweight so I don't have to classify. So what I still may do is drill some holes in this just to get things washing. And then things will start to fall out here. It'll go in here and it'll go out there. And then I'll have another mat inside of it there. And then the other pieces will fall out the back. And I have a motor assembly for this. But I can't friggin' forgot my wheels and everything else. And then what's going to hold this in place is this is the top side. This will be the bottom side. So it'll actually hold, the wheel will actually hold this in from sliding down. This was my plans for the drive assembly. So what I'll probably do is have an idler on this section. And then, yeah, probably I'm going to change these to idlers instead of drive, because this is basically the idler section on this side. So I'm going to change those to idlers, and then the drive wheels will be in the back here. So it'll be running against these two things here. So the weight will keep on here. Hopefully it'll stay in track. I have a belt to hold it down with an automatic tensioner. So it's taking shape. And then I have metal that'll go inside of here. So anything that's splashing off will splash right back down inside. I can't believe I put an hour into this, but this is what, you know, they don't sell anything like this that's real light. Like, look how light this is. I can take it apart really quick. I have 2 pumps. I have to put a spray bar system into that'll go this way. So I can just lift this up, slide it apart, and then carry it off. And then run everything on batteries. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.